start applying to colleges, it's extremely exciting because it's a new beginning, but it's also very nerve-wracking for the same reason. But if you chose one word, I think that it's kind of overwhelming because there's just so many colleges and options to pick from.
When applying to college, getting started can be overwhelming. One of the first things you need to do is gather the information you will need for the application process.
I'm stopping by the guidance department here to pick up my transcript. It's a great way to find out what your current GPA is, what your ACT and SAT scores are, and find out what you're currently getting in a lot of your classes. And it's also a good way to find out what credits you're going to need for the future and what you need to graduate and get into the right college.
They're important to a certain extent, so it's really important that you start preparing early and don't wait till the last minute. But it's important to also remember that colleges look at the entire package, not just your test scores.
Be sure to get a letter of recommendation. Choose a teacher who knows you well and that you have a good relationship with. You may want to get that teacher a small thank you for writing the letter, something you know he or she likes or would appreciate.
It's really important to make a resume or an activities list, but you have to include things that you wouldn't normally think of. So you're going to include things like student council and Spanish club, but what about your church group or those extra volunteer hours you did on the side?
Okay, let's apply. Most college applications can be found online, while other schools may require a written application. Make sure you know which your college requires. You will have to write an essay. What can you do to make your essay stand out?
Another important thing to remember is that you're applying for college, so a few grammatical errors aren't going to cut it. You want to make sure that not only you proofread your paper, but you have a family member proofread it, as well as an English teacher.
Colleges are trying to figure out who you are as a person and how you're going to fit into their community. So you really need to distinguish yourself with your essay. Your first 10 words are crucial. This is what gets you in the yes, no, or maybe pile. Make sure that you develop your own voice, but also be authentic. Be yourself, be unique, be you.
When you have your teacher look at your college essay, you want to make sure you give them longer than 24 hours to look at it. You don't want to just bring it to them in their classroom, expect them to drop everything and be able to grade your essay. So make sure you give them plenty of time, at least I would say 24 hours, so that they can maybe take it home and do it there for you.
The reason you should write something that you know and not just use big words or things you want them to hear is that they are going to dismiss something that they don't think is really you talking, because the essay is your chance to show who you are other than what your test scores say.
Okay, you guys, after getting all of your information, filling out your applications, and getting your finances in order, what ultimately made you choose the school you're going to?
I probably chose Ohio State because of the endless opportunities. I mean, with a college that size, I could really get into research. I can join any club or create my own. And as for classes, I can go into really any field or any major that I choose, or I can even make my own major, and that's something that I find really priceless.
I chose to go to the College of Worcester because I really liked the campus. It's small and it's really pretty, and I really like plaid, which is the school colors.
I chose Bowling Green mostly because it's an excellent school for my major, which is education. It has a nice campus. It's spread out, but it's not too big where you're going to get lost trying to get to your first class. And it doesn't hurt that the teacher who inspired me was a cheerleader there.
I'm really enthused to be coming to Baldwin-Wallace this fall for my first year of college. And what's even more exciting is that I'm standing on my campus right now. But what's most intriguing is that right now, I think I know exactly where I'm going. But really, I probably have no idea.